What is up, everyone? My name is Squimp. Welcome to my channel. I made this today because I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel. I've always wanted to, I wouldn't say like get famous, but I always wanted to create content. And I was in class the other day and I was thinking, why not make an MMA YouTube channel? And I'm like, that's a genius idea. So here I am. Here you are watching this video. Um, I hope you enjoy. Like I said, this is my first video, so it's probably not going to be the best quality. I apologize. I'm making this YouTube channel. I'm going to start up an Instagram account. I just want to do this stuff. I am a college student, so I am busy, but I know if I can create a good schedule, I'll be okay. You know? Um, so yeah. And so when I was thinking about creating a YouTube channel, I was like, what should be my first YouTube video? And I'm pondering, I'm sitting, and I'm like, I got it. Why not make my first video be about whatever the fuck Dana White is doing with UFC right now? As you could see, right now I have up a YouTube video of a fight announcement Dana White did, I'd say a couple weeks ago. And this announcement was for Izzy versus Piper. And fuck, I think Alexa Grasso versus Macy Barber. Ooh, oh, and Chase Hooper's on that card. Okay. So this card isn't about this video isn't about no the fights itself. It's more, and I think you can probably guess at where I'm going to. It's the enthusiasm Dana White nowadays has with announcing fights. So a couple weeks ago, you know, I see that Dana White's gonna go live later in the day, and I'm like, fuck yeah, some fight announcements. I'm really excited, and I'm waiting, and then I see that he goes live. He goes live, and I don't have the full thing on right now. I'll play the clip in a second. But this guy, he's acting and he looks like this is a fucking terrible 9 to 5 job that he has to do. He looks like he's going out of his huge out of his way to do these announcements. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. And I'll just let this play if you haven't seen this already.
Middleweight champion Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer. Adesanya, former two-time middleweight champ, 16 of his 24 wins by knockout, and Joe Pyfer is on a 3-fight win streak. And since winning the Contender Series, all but one of his wins have come by finish. Also on the card, we have former champ Alexa Grasso facing Macy Barber. Grasso is currently ranked number 3 in the flyweight division and is the first female ever Mexican UFC champion. Number 5 ranked Macy Barber is on a 7-fight win streak. She's second all time in flyweight history for wins, knockout, and win streak, only behind Valentina Shevchenko.
Wow. Does anybody else have chills right now? Man, when I was watching this, I literally remember I had to sit down because the shock and the excitement that was riveting through my body was just too much. Let's play that again.
This is Joe Pyfer, champion Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer.
Two-time middleweight champion Israel Adesanya fighting Joe Pyfer. Yep. We also have Alexa Grasso. I mean, what is he looking at? What is he look? He's reading off of a script. Now I get it, man. I get it. He might be getting old up there. I mean, shit, that's not even an excuse. The shit he does crazy workouts and everything. He's got crazy technology. This guy's rich as fuck. He can pay for, next level ice baths and shit. But he's talking insane like this, like he's dying. You know? And the best bet is my favorite part of this announcement, right? And we don't get to see it. But literally like a second. And by the way, if you haven't seen this, these are the only 2 fights he announced. I don't know if that's me being ungrateful But I think just a whole day of, people getting excited that he's going live. We're getting fight announcements and everything. I thought there would be more fights. But no, we get a main event, which is I'm not complaining about the main event. It's an interesting main event. I'm excited. I'm happy that it's not the Apex. Although hot take, I do like the Apex. And the co-main's a woman's fight. But yeah, that's great. Alexa Grasso, that's a well-known MMA fighter. MMA fighter. That surely is gonna be a great fight. But anyways, a few seconds after he announces it, screen freezes and he loses connection. And all of us, I mean all of us watching, we're like, oh fuck, he disconnected. How quickly will he get back on? A minute goes by, 2 minutes go by, 5 minutes go by, nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Just gives up. And I wouldn't say gives up. I mean, since that's all he had. But are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's how we find this shit out? This guy just sits there, looks off a script, and goes, two-time middleweight champion Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer. Co-main event. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This guy owns a multi-billion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure multi-billion. Yeah, it has to be. I mean, they just signed a huge deal with Paramount, which is going really good. But a multi-billion dollar company, and this guy's fucking announcing it like this. He's in the war room. That means shit. That means it's badass. He's in the badass war room. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. It's annoying. Like, what is this guy doing? Anyways, this is just an example. I don't have this pulled up, but I just remembered the recent UFC London fights announcements wasn't something like this. No, it wasn't at all. The main card, I shouldn't say main card, but like a majority of the fights. Maybe there's still to be one or two determined, but most of the fights get announced via a picture on Instagram. Yep. Lerone Murphy versus Mavzar Evloev. The main event. A main event that it's such an important main event. The winner of this fight in general will affect in my opinion will affect the future few years of the featherweight division. And they announce it via an Instagram picture? What are we doing? What are we I would think that, Paramount willing to spend so much money and everything, I would think that they would be like, Dana White, we need you to step it up. And I would also think that Dana White would be like, oh, we got this sick new deal and everything. Let me put on a show. But no. What we get. This is what we get. Let's go through some other examples. So this is for Jan versus Marab 2 last December. And this is just, same war room. Uh
So
just I'll just play this for a couple minutes, couple seconds.
many of you know or don't know, UFC Vancouver is live on the ESPN app this weekend, Saturday night. DeRitter versus Brendan Allen.
Oh yeah, he also announces Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. This was, oh my God, what card was that? That was 318. Was that 318? 321. I'm an idiot. Sorry. He announces 321. So
former 2-division champion in 1FC, Brendan Allen's coming. Heavyweight champ Tom Aspinall faces number one contender Cyril Gane, and Verna Jandaroba faces Mackenzie Dern for the women's strawweight title, because you all know.
Because why the hell not? Because why the hell not?
Weili
That's what he's thinking in his head.
Zhang is moving up to flyweight to face Valentina Shevchenko.
We all know how that went.
Also, that weekend, Power Slap 16.
I mean, what the fuck are we doing? Let's run that back real quick.
Mackenzie Dern, contender Cyril Gahn, and faces champ Tom Saturday. Heavyweight champ Tom Coast on the ESPN pay-per-view. Tom Aspinall faces...
That's all we get. Heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall faces against #1 contender Cyril Gahn. Are you fucking kidding me? The amount of disrespect that the UFC gave Tom Aspinall. Yeah, I get it. The whole eye poke situation happened. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about before. The amount of disrespect. He spent more time talking about Janaroba versus Mackenzie Dern. Because, he added the
title because
Wei Lee went up a weight class. But that's all he gave.
heavyweight champ Tom Aspinall faces
Heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall. Oh. Versus #1 contender Cyril Gahn. Are you fucking crazy? Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall has the potential to be a mega star. Maybe not right now because the whole eye poke situation happened. But he has the potential to be a mega star. This guy, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know the only person that went out of the second round with him is Andrei Arlovsky. And immediately in the second round, Tom Aspinall subbed him. Immediately. Every other fight, either submission or KO in round 1. And his only loss in the UFC, to me, I don't count that as a loss. I know that the UFC counts it, but it was an injury that Curtis Blades had nothing to do with. I understand with an injury, if Tom Aspinall received an injury that Curtis Blade affected, and caused. But no, I'm pretty sure it was like a torn ACL, and he was just stepping back. Nothing. So, Tom Aspinall, undefeated in the UFC. Besides one fight, all of his other fights haven't even left a round, either a KO or a submission. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't bring that up at all. What are we doing? What kind of advertising is this shit? It pisses me off. What are we doing? Dana. Get on to the next one. Yes. This is I mean, just look at him. How pink he is. This is the UFC 300 fight announcement. Main event. So this is Pereira versus Jamal Hill.
What's up, guys? I am here in the Honda Center in Anaheim, California, and I'm going to announce the main event for UFC 300 right now. It will feature Alex Pereira defending his light heavyweight title against Jamal Hill.
Look at this fucking face. Does this face scream to you, holy fuck, what a main event? Does this face scream excitement? It literally, you can listen to it again.
Against Jamal Hill. What's up?
It looks like he's fucking, it looks like him saying Jamal Hill made him sick. It looks like as soon as he got the name Jamal Hill out of his mouth, as soon as he said those words, it looked like he just fucking caught the flu.
What's up, guys? I am here.
UFC 300. 300. Not just every other number card. It's not the 299 main event announcement. This is UFC 300. And you're announcing it like this? What the fuck? What are we doing? But now I have a video that goes against everything I just said. And I think we can, once I show you guys, I think you can understand why he's so excited. Because of simply who he's announcing. Let's see it.
All right, let's get this show started. The reigning, defending, 155-pound champion of the UFC, the notorious Conor
This motherfucker looks like he's about to pop. He looks like he's a fucking cherry about to pop. I don't. And you know why? You know why? Because it's Conor McGregor. It's Conor McGregor. You know how much money them? Remind you, this isn't even fucking UFC. This is versus Mayweather. How much money they got from that shit? Look at him.
Champion of the UFC, the notorious Conor.
Look at this shit. Look at him. Let's do a side by side. I mean, yeah, he lost weight. Good for him. That's actually a good thing. Shout out to Dana White for losing weight. That's good. He looks a lot healthier. But anyways, look at the fucking difference. Look at the difference. This guy looks like he just got fucking divorced. He looks like he just came back from a fucking funeral. Versus this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't explain it. At this point, let someone else do it. Let Michael Bisping announce the fights. I bet I'm not even going to try to do a British accent. I'm just going to embarrass myself. But I bet he would do it with such level of enthusiasm that it actually makes sense. Or, maybe DC. As a reward, give him some food, give him a hamburger. DC would happily fucking announce any fight, screaming it, running down the road. I don't know, maybe, dude, even do Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan, I think he would do a fair job. I think he would do a better job than what Dana White is doing right now. It's just disgraceful to me. It really is. And I pulled up a video. Dana White, this is from 2016, an interview he did. And I just wanted to quickly show you guys this because to me, this reflects old Dana White. Talking about fights and everything. Just look how different he looks compared to now.
Give us the card for the UFC. It's 205 here, right? Give us the card for Madison.
205, yeah. We got Tyrone Woodley versus Wonder Boy for the title. We got Joanna Yon.
Okay, so maybe what I just said doesn't really work with that announcement, but I'm just gonna let it play.
Jacek defending her. The cool thing about this is
Here we go.
Fight with Karolina and Joanna. They're both from Poland, right? And there's actually this big martial arts group out of Poland. And this girl, Karolina, was the champion there. Joanna Jacek came over here and became the UFC champ. And she said, because this event is in Poland, she's like, everybody thinks she's the she's the best fighter in the world. She said, I want you to get this bitch this is what she said to me verbatim. I want you to get this bitch in the UFC. She goes, because I think she'll do well here. And I'm going to whoop her ass, and I want the whole world.
Invite her in so I can fuck her up real quick.
Look at the detail he added. Look at that. Are you fucking kidding me? You couldn't have mentioned... I mean, I guess this would be a bad example. I don't think they beefed before this. Maybe they did, because Jamal Hill is always salty. He's a salty man. Yeah. But the detail he added, the stories, the level of enthusiasm you could pick up just words.
Bitch in the UFC.
Look at him.
Being there. Joanna Jacek came over here and became the UFC.
Look at he's using hand motions. Look at the hand motions.
UFC champ. And she said, because this event is in Poland.
This is a storyteller wanting to advertise his business. This Dana White, it's a smart guy. This is a genius. Compared to
Adesanya, former two-time middleweight champ.
You fucking kidding me? Like, I don't know. I just wanted to make this video to just further showcase the disgracefulness that is happening with UFC fight announcements. And I really doubt that any change is going to come But I think, and a lot of people too, think that there needs to be a change, especially with the Paramount deal. This is a new era. Okay. If this would change, forget about the past. Forget about, this shit. Forget about UFC 300 fighting out. Forget about that. Forget about that. But it's not changing. It's the same. So that just makes me remember all the bad stuff. Yeah, enough about that. Before I go, I just wanted to quickly bring up two examples of a different UFC matter business. Talking about one, I wanted to bring up bad matchmaking. And recently, I wouldn't say recently, 310 Sanhagen versus Magomedov, which was I think, 1 or 2 years ago, 1 year. They tried to do a matchmaking, and it was already, as soon as it was announced, everybody hated it. And it's the Vicente Luque fight versus Nick Diaz. Thank the Lord that this fight was canceled. Thank the Lord. 2 times. 2 times this fight was made. You kidding me? Christ, they're trying to kill Nick Diaz. And I know, Vicente Luque, he's a shell of his old self. However, 310. Let's see. What did Vicente Luque do at 310? He subbed Rimbo, 52 seconds. Kidding me? This guy would still demolish Nick Diaz. And that is nothing on Nick Diaz. That's nothing. I love Nick. That is nothing against him. I respect him. It's nothing against him. It's against the UFC. There are so many other fighters that they could have matched Nick against. Even if it didn't go through, it's just a terrible look. Oh. Anyways, final thing I want to talk about. Tai Tuivasa. What are we doing, UFC? What are we doing? We look up UFC rank. Go to this. You wait. Who's that? Who's at 15? That's Tai Tuivasa. How the fuck is Tai Tuivasa still there? That's my point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight losing streak. This guy's on. This guy's on a 6 fight losing streak. Took a year off. Are you fucking kidding me? Year off. He loses. Terrible fight. I was watching this with my dad, right? And he's just recently getting into UFC, and I love showing him fights, and I love having him watch, UFC with me. And I was like, Dad, right before this fight started, I was like, Dad, this fight's gonna be a banger. This fight is not going past the first round. Guess what happened? It it went to decision, and it's just, if I were to show anyone the average heavyweight skill, I would show him this fight. I would do this because so many fucking heavyweights are just terrible. Lucas Tracy talked about how, I think either he said he could do it or someone else, but if someone received, him or someone else received 6 months of MMA training and bulked up, not fat, but just bulked up a lot, they could be UFC heavyweight. And I don't think he's wrong. I really don't. Look at some of these heavyweights, man. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Tai Tuivasa, 6 fight losing streak. After his 5th one, he takes a year off, comes back, loses, easily loses. Yeah, he won one round. But that's just because Jara, his cardio sucks. Dude, when the fight ended, they couldn't even get on the stool. Neither of them. They sat next to each other. Like they're just sitting down after fucking picking apples. Are you kidding me? He's in the top 15 still? In the top 15, in the top 15, in the top 15. Thank God Mario Pinto is matched against McParkin. Pretty sure he is. Thank God. Because Pinto, he's a good heavyweight prospect. And just recently, I will say the heavyweight's getting better. Waldo, hot take. I don't really like him. Entertaining. I wanted Derek Lewis to win, so did a lot of other people. But he's here. Almeida, he fucking sucks. Get this guy out the ranking. Um, Shamil, I think Shamil is probably the goat of the sport. I think I'm gonna bet, how people are able to bet on who is champion by like a end of the certain year. I'm gonna bet my life savings that Shamil the Blob Gaziev is the champ don't quote me on that, please. But anyways, and we got Walter Walker. He's entertaining. We love him. Anti Ant Anti Delija is awesome. He's also I forget his name. Anda or something. He trains with Izzy. Uh uh Gilcliff. He trains with all of them. I forget who he's faced up against. But he's looking really good. I like him. So yeah, the heavyweights, they're getting pretty good. But once again, I'm getting off track. I'm sorry. My point by bringing up Tai Tuivasa, how he's still ranked 15, is how the fuck is Tai Tuivasa not cut Rosenstruck? Maybe that's a bad example to bring up because the recent controversy with Rosenstruck. He's a good fighter. He really is. His last fight was against Sergey, and he lost. He didn't get knocked out. He lost to a decision. That's good. And also the Tai Tuivasa fight, the split decision. No, no, it shouldn't have been split. That shouldn't have been split. That in itself is a robbery right there. That should have been a UD. But Rosenstrike is good. He's lost against really some of the like only the best. Alvovich, Almeida, Volkov, Blades, Gon, Nagano. He's good. He's a good fighter. He deserves to be in the top 15. Yeah, yeah. He took out Shamil the Blob, my goat. But that fight, Shamil wasn't at his 100. He didn't eat breakfast or whatever. He wasn't doing okay. Tried to eat Rosenstrike. It didn't look good. I just don't understand why some of these fighters that they suffer maybe one loss and they get cut. I don't get it. And then you have Tuivasa here on a 6-fight losing streak. I don't want to bring up Tony because I love Tony, and I love. Don't get me wrong. I love Tuivasa, but what are we doing? What are we doing, UFC? Paramount, you really gotta get cracking on the UFC. You gotta bring down the law. You gotta make everything better, and hopefully it will. Hopefully we see some changes. Don't get me wrong. I love the UFC, and I'll always watch it, no matter what. But this shit right here, it's not a good look. Not a good look. Casual sees this, he's like, oh, that's cool. But imagine if a casual saw the same announcement with like 10 times the enthusiasm. That would get him so much more hyped. I feel like that would get the audience, the UFC, so much more of an audience. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. You guys stayed to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. This was my first video. It's a bit, not the best. I understand. I kind of rambled on at some points. But yeah, this is what my content's probably going to look like. I'm going to upload 3 times a week. I'm thinking, I still got to work it out and everything. But I'm thinking Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Thursday, it's going to be predictions. So like this Thursday, I'm gonna break down Bautista versus Oliveira. That's actually a good fight. I like Oliveira. Oliveira, like him. But I'm gonna break that down on Thursday. Sunday, I'll not break it down. I'm gonna say my predictions and stuff and break it down. And Sunday, I'm gonna give a recap of that. And Tuesdays, it's gonna be videos like this, random videos. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I understand that this is 30 minutes. Wow. I'm not even gonna edit this. I'm gonna freeball it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did like this, please stay tuned for my next video. Maybe even drop a like and a sub. It's up to you. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice night, and I'll see you later.